Hi, welcome back and welcome to Thursday. And I really can't believe I'm saying that already, but indeed, winding down Thursday for the most part on the 7th day of April. We'll do so with reports on thefts. A couple of young men in Johnson County arrested for some suspected thefts, as well as two Sagersville men arrested very early this morning for theft of a riding mower from the Lowe's of Paintsville. And I'll take my first walkthrough of the new Montgomery County High School through the entire building as crews are quickly working to meet their deadline as they have promised to be out of there by the end of June. So we'll let you take a look inside with us in just a few moments and other headlines to follow. All of that is rendering at this time. So real quickly, I just wanted to go into your community calendar announcements before we get to the rest of our headlines for this evening, which also includes a bit of a fish story. This one's pretty much factual and big. We'll get to that in just a second. I just want to pass along on calendar announcements brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau real quickly. That revival is going to begin on Monday night at the Mount Sinai Church of God. It goes through Friday, all of next work week, if you will. And they'll be having revival starting at 7 p.m. nightly with Brother Glenn Hughes. Brother Herman Roberts welcomes you all. This is, of course, Mount Sinai Church, which is across from the Sagersville Speedway. Tomorrow, MOPS is going to meet, well, I gotta check my calendar to make sure. It indeed is the second Friday of the month, so tomorrow will be their meeting for April, the first one, as Mothers of Preschoolers, MOPS for short, meet on the second and fourth Fridays of each month at 10 a.m. So moms, if you're out there, moms of preschoolers, and need a little break from all the chores that go along with it, they offer free child care for your preschoolers. To find out more, you can call them at 205-269-4693. They're also on Facebook under McGoffin County MOPS, M-O-P-S. As I said yesterday, the McGoffin County School System, their food service summer feeding program, is hoping to get the word out, and they've asked me to help with that in finding churches, youth groups, community centers, parks, any place where kids can be served and eat a meal. The school prepare the meals. All they have to do is find someone who will give them the place to do so, serve it to the children under 18, and keep a count of how many they feed each day. So if you think you might be able to help them, call Andrew Oliver, the food service director in the McGoffin County School System, at 349-8215. And a town hall meeting to prevent underage drinking has been slated for next Tuesday at the McGoffin County Health Department. I'll remind you tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it. They're going to meet to discuss the problems with expert panelists, share ideas to address the problems. They'll have some refreshments and door prizes. They want you to be there and be aware. A town hall meeting, underage drinking, will be the discussion Tuesday of next week. That's in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. And if you're on Facebook, most everyone is, go to the Kentucky Cancer Program page, and I'll post this tomorrow and give you the picture. But if you do so and you like the picture there, the photograph of the McGoffin County senior citizens taken on Wear Blue Day for Cancer Colon Awareness, well, that helps them out a lot. We'll talk more about it, but I wanted to mention that tonight so you can go ahead and log on and do that. The Kentucky Cancer Program page, and like the picture of your McGoffin County senior citizens. I do believe I have a birthday for this evening and a few funeral service announcements that will round out our announcements brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home in just a few moments. But right now, a birthday wish and a reminder about how you can get announcements on the show.
Yes, today is April the 7th. I messed this one up yesterday. I goofed. But today is Jill Bailey's birthday. Happy birthday from Jackie and a host of family and friends today. Jill Bailey, happy birthday to you. And if you have a birthday, an anniversary, or any type of organizational, church group, or otherwise announcement like you just heard, you can mail them to P.O. Box 1443 in Sagersville. Email them to yournewstoday at Yahoo. I'm on Facebook under Ritter Mortimer. That's about to change. We'll have more on that in a few weeks to come, or a few days possibly. Our phone is 349-3699. You can fax it to 3221. And remember, our show is on the following day on our website, yournewstoday.com. And I actually do believe we have a funeral service announcement just coming in, so we'll hold obituaries for just a moment or two. That gives me time to have a brief message or two from a few of our sponsors who help us be here each and every weeknight with you. So we'll hear from them, and we'll pick up our first headline right after that.
It certainly looks as though there is a great deal of work to be done, and I'm sure there is. However, they say it is coming down to the finishing touches, and that they'll be out on the end of June. That being construction crews, which are getting closer to the end phase of the new McGoffin County High School, of which I took my first walk through today with Superintendent Stanley Holbrook.
This is really my first look inside the new McGoffin County High School. The last time I was anywhere remotely close to being inside, it was simply a shell at that time. I've been kind of waiting until it had some form that we could show to our viewers. And indeed it does. While crews are still very busy and still have a lot to do, today they were working on polishing the concrete floors. Many of them are done. Painting, many rooms are already painted, but still much more to go. More cabinets to be installed, light fixtures, drop ceiling, and things of that nature. Things like the water bottle refill station and bathrooms are nearly complete, as is the gymnasium and other portions of the school. Take a look at the lobby. Certainly a great deal of architectural style to the lobby. Those large doors, glass doors, lift up in the same manner a garage door would, allowing more room from the cafeteria into the lobby area for a large meeting, say, of that nature, something or an event of that nature. The lighting is all LED and state-of-the-art. There is a lot of different textures, a wood ceiling in the lobby and the cafeteria area, which is nearly installed. There will be some terrazzo-style flooring and some other implements which are still yet to be added. But Superintendent of Schools Stanley Holbrook says just in a meeting today, it was confirmed to him that they would be turning the school over to school personnel by the end of June. And that's just a few weeks away.
I met with the contractors just today, and their goal is to get us an occupancy letter by the 28th or 29th day of June, which means that you can take over the building upon that day. Now, will it be 100% finished? It'll be just like building a new house. There'll be a punch list. There'll be this will have to be worked on, that have to be worked on. But you can go ahead and occupy it and use it, put your furniture in it. We're getting things ready for school to open in August. The major things that has to be done is a lot of work outside still. We have curbs to pour, sidewalks, 2 more parking lots to blacktop, plus finish the 2 they've already started, and all that will start in May. And that's what the thing that we're most worried about. You know, we don't know how much weather we're going to have in May, how much weather we're going to have in June. It may rain every day. So that's the one worry we have. But even if it does rain a lot, we still think we can come in and have no problem starting in August.
Obviously, this new facility is going to have a great deal more room and square footage than the current or any other high school in McGoffin County. But it's also going to use that space wisely, says Holbrook, by offering academic opportunities that the other school didn't afford.
Academically, it's going to have a lot more offering to our students in McGoffin County. There's a lot more storage. The classrooms are a little bit bigger. The hallways are larger. You're going to have science labs and computer labs. It's going to have state-of-the-art technology. The board approved, last board meeting, $500,000 just to buy furniture. That's just furniture. $550,000 for technology. So it's going to have $550,000 worth of technology in this building. The technology is going to be quite amazing. And I think the people of McGoffin County that has kids that go to school here, now and in the future, will be pleasantly surprised at the amount of technology that they have now versus just this past year.
He says the board paid for the furniture and the technology with more than $1 million that they had been saving for just such a purpose. But the $41.5 million project in its entirety, that being the new school and both athletic complexes, he says, are completely paid for and have been for the past 2 years. The cost of the school came in at $32 million, and that includes about a $6.5 million gymnasium, which, too, like everything else, is considered to be state-of-the-art.
The gymnasium is going to be almost at least a fourth bigger, if not a third bigger than the previous gym. The new gym's going to have a 6-foot walkway all the way around it. So you can actually stand behind the goal and while they're playing basketball and see the game. It'll have lighting from both sides up the top to let natural light in. It'll have a state-of-the-art speaker system so that you can have functions and actually can hear them talk for graduation and stuff like that. It's got acoustics built into it in the ceiling and the walls to improve sound. It's got 4 dressing rooms, 2 boys, 2 girls. It has a dance team room, and it has a cheerleading room. And Mr. Codell from Codell Construction said it's the first gym they've ever built that had a dance team room and a cheerleading room. Gym will have elevator access up first and second floor, so that for the elderly people and disadvantaged people can drive up and down the elevator to go to the second floor. They ride an elevator up. It's going to be impressive. I think the people will be pleasantly surprised, especially with the parking lot availability. There'll be 4 parking lots around this building, and 2 of them alone will park almost 200 vehicles. So it's going to be, I think they'll be pleasantly surprised.
Just to kind of give you a lay of the land, so to speak, of the gymnasium, as it took me a few seconds to kind of get oriented. At each end, like the end that you're staring at there will be a row of bleachers on the floor level, and then a row of bleachers on the second floor level. The court will go long ways this way, the same way you are facing, from one end of the court to the other. And then there to your left along that wall, another row of bleachers, and then another row of bleachers on the upper level there as well, with the walking track and pathway around the entire facility. As far as seats, there will be about 150 more padded seats, if you will, or armed seats than there is in the current gymnasium, with total seating also increased as well. I'll be right back with more headlines after just a word or two. For high-speed internet starting at 15 meg for all of your gaming, movie, home, and business solutions, or to watch TV, including your favorite local channels without a contract, with hundreds of channels and digital and HD quality, and to stay connected 24/7 with friends and family, a direct line to 911, or to give your business the link it needs, choose telephone service you know is always there. Just click on their link on this site to find out how affordable the latest technology in communications can be. Foothills Communications.
Fishtails, I think it's safe to say, aren't always completely and 100% accurate. I think, however, you can take this one to the bank. And I also believe it's worth about 8 pounds.
Not many details, but just enough to make you want to have that fish on your wall, possibly. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources posted this on their Facebook page, saying that this was confirmed to have been caught by Bobby Webb, and that he pulled this 8-pound-plus female out of Fish Pond Lake. And they received their first trophy bass, it says, brood fish donation from Mr. Webb. And they say that they are always asking for help in growing their big bass for Public Waters stocking, for the Public Waters stocking program through the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. There you have it. Bobby Webb, over 8 pounds, a female pulled out of Fish Pond Lake, which is, we believe, where Bobby's from, which is Letcher County. I can hear the trucks and boats loading up right now.
Several reports of thefts tonight and subsequent arrests, and we'll have more on these tomorrow. Here's what we can tell you at this hour. 2 young men from Paintsville jailed on theft charges, and 2 men from Sagersville arrested very early this morning after reportedly stealing a riding lawnmower from Lowe's of Paintsville.
Paintsville police have been investigating the thefts going on in the Paintsville area now for quite some time. Rose Street, Robin Hill areas of Johnson County, and in Paintsville. And in fact, some suspects were seen on security video, surveillance video from one of the residents there. That particular resident saw them approach their vehicle and then leave, but it appears as though they were targeting other vehicles in the area. Police have arrested 27-year-old Ryan Jones and 19-year-old Tommy Castle, both of Paintsville. They took them into custody yesterday. They were still in the Big Sandy jail earlier in connection to the stolen property from at least one of the cases. Castle is facing charges of theft by unlawful taking. Jones is charged with receiving stolen property. The case still remains under investigation, and authorities are expecting the possibility and likelihood of more arrests to take place. The two are accused of being in possession and or stealing items taken from a Justin Daniels pickup truck out of his driveway, a new gun, as well as his wallet, possibly some other personal items. And once again, that investigation continues, as does an investigation into the arrest of two Sagersville men arrested by Paintsville police earlier this morning. Jail records indicate they were brought into the detention center around 3:30 this morning, 3:37 to be exact, by Detective John Holbrook of the Paintsville Police Department, who says that he took into custody Jerry Saylor from Sagersville and Magoffin County, as well as Daniel Earls. We're still tracking down the details, but police arrested the two of the theft of a riding mower from Lowe's. 40-year-old Daniel Earls is from the Oil Springs area, actually, to be precise. However, he has also been from the Magoffin County area for quite some time, also been the subject of another theft report on this program. He was charged, Earls that is, with theft by unlawful taking over $500, criminal mischief in the third degree, and resisting arrest, while 45-year-old Jerry Herbert Saylor of Sagersville was charged with theft by unlawful taking over $500, as well as DUI in the first degree and criminal mischief in the third degree, as well as failure to produce an insurance card. While the case remains under investigation by Detective Holbrook of Paintsville PD, both were still lodged in the Big Sandy Jail at this hour. And in other news from around the area, Mr. Social Security, Eric C. Kahn of Floyd County, made a court appearance earlier today where a detention hearing took place. He is still jailed at this hour and will remain so at least for the next several hours, pending the outcome of a judge's decision. The judge took into consideration the request from both sides today and said that he needed more time to give towards the matter before making a decision as to whether or not to release Kahn on bail. A decision is expected sometime tomorrow. However, no specific timeline was given. We do have a funeral service announcement, a reminder, and a new service announcement just in. That's why we're going to it at this time. My apologies for not having it in the earlier part of the program and announcements. But nevertheless, a reminder about services to be held tomorrow in honor of 85-year-old Thelma Mae Combs Conley of Lick Creek Road, who passed away on the 4th. She's survived by sons Johnny, Ronald, Greg, and Danny Conley, and daughter Judith Dingus. Visitation will continue this evening at the Magoffin County Funeral Home and up until services that are set to start tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock from the same funeral home, Magoffin County Funeral Home. 83-year-old Melody Holliday of Half Mountain Road passed away yesterday. She was married to Jolson Holliday, who preceded her in death. She survived by son Henry. Visitation, I'm told, will be after 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and prior to Saturday services, they're set for noon, with visitation and services from the Magoffin County Funeral Home and burial afterwards at the Holliday Family Cemetery at Half Mountain. Now to wrap it up real quickly with your Licking Valley RECC forecast, a freeze warning in effect from 3 in the a.m. till 9 in the a.m. A freeze watch in effect from late Friday night through Saturday morning. Here's your forecast looking at you. It's going to be a cold one this weekend. 31 tonight. We do have a 30% chance of some scattered showers. That is winding up. Really nothing on the radar hitting the ground with a west-northwest wind around 7 to 17 miles per hour. I've got 52 tomorrow for your Friday, rounding out the work week. A slight chance of some showers between 1 and 2, then a chance of maybe some showers and thunderstorms thereafter. The chance of precipitation grows as the day goes longer, and with a 28-degree low tomorrow night, that's when you might check in a little snow or check out a little snowfall. Some snow showers are possible tomorrow afternoon and evening. They'll also be accompanied by some wind gusts at 25 miles per hour up to out of the west. Saturday, 43 and 19, partly sunny. And on your Sunday, mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right at 61 degrees. We'll see a low of 47. We'll also see 70 and 56 on your Monday. Tuesday, 59 and 34.
Well, that's my time for now. I can't believe we're going to do it already, but tomorrow night we're going to wrap up this week with your news today and more news that you'll only see here. We're already working on reports for tomorrow, and we hope you'll join us back here for them and more. For now, thank you for watching, and have a good night.